Hi, Frank. Thank you so much for taking out the time to share your experience with not only myself, but other firm owners who might be considering enrolling with us here at the 8-week sales mastery course and working with the abundant accountant, but still might be concerned or have some hesitations and, want to hear from others. So, really appreciate you taking out the time. I'd love if you could start with sharing where is your firm located, Frank, and what do you specialize in your firm?
I'm located in southeastern Michigan, and mainly work with construction and real estate investors. We're mostly a virtual firm, work with clients all over the country, but I'm physically located in southeastern Michigan.
Awesome. And how long have you had your firm?
Now 3 years now. Was in with other firms in the past.
Good. Okay. So, what was your biggest challenge with your firm that had you reach out for some support? What were things like, and what was the biggest struggle you were having around your sales process?
I think it was really developing the overall sales process. I think as CPAs, we know how to do the work, or tax professionals, we know how to do the work, but how do you really price it, value it, and structure your offering for services for clients? And it was really on that side, looking for the assistance.
Awesome. Was there something, Frank, that had happened in your firm or some sales that you didn't close? Or what was that moment you decided you needed to do something about it? You're 3 years into your firm, you're a CPA, you realize that you didn't have a sales process, but what was the moment or that thing that had you realize like this wasn't working the way you knew it should be?
I think I was fortunate. I guess I'd say that I was fortunate in the past that our process, I mean, from the work standpoint, it was really just redesigning the firm that we envisioned, I guess. Yeah. So I think I was fortunate and didn't really come off of it from a loss or
Right.
anything that lost, but I knew there was more and had looked at different programs and really, really liked what I saw and everything that was offered through your program.
Oh, cool. Awesome. I'd love it if you could share, Frank, what other programs were you looking into and how did we differ and how are we unique and differ from those that you were looking into?
I think with yours it was really developed with the sales and the offering versus just marketing, and some of them are market more, uh, send more emails, send more messages, send more things. And yours was offering a value in really capturing that value with clients, and context of what we're offering. And I, I really liked that, and really offering the red rope style approach there.
Yeah. And having a sales process to communicate your value is what it sounds like, but also have a way to qualify your clients because nothing we do here, Frank, is marketing. We're 100% sales and conversions, right? So when you were researching those other programs and realized that with us, it was 100% about what to say to a client, how to convert a client into a paying client, what to say, what do you say in the sales conversation, how to qualify and quantify them to make sure they meet your boundaries. What would you say now, comparing those other programs to us, since those were all marketing and this was only sales? How would you describe that to another firm owner now that you've experienced it?
uh, as as opposed to focusing on the sales side. I Actually, it was a little bit different than what I would say I initially signed up for, and I was more than happy. And it went a much broader, further direction in diving into the sales
Yes.
that was look. I guess not didn't know I was looking for, but really needed.
Right,
To
right. Yeah. Did you have any initial skepticisms, Frank, before you decided to take the leap and work with us, considering you didn't know what you didn't know and like you got so much more out of it? what were some of your initial skepticisms?
I didn't really have any skepticism, I would say. I think even your initial approach, the questionnaire, caught my attention that you were already filtering out what I was looking for
Yep.
and where that was going to be a fit. And I initially saw right away that's what I'm not doing in my practice is qualifying leads and contacts to get to the next level. And I already was feeling that qualification there, and it was a different approach. So I signed up right on day one, and I don't know that I had skepticism or any regret,
Yeah.
and we had delayed starting a little bit. And I don't think along the way I said, what did I do? Or
Yeah.
am I sure I want to do this?
Yeah, no, definitely. So I'd love it, Frank, if you could share what have you learned or what was the surprise thing as far as the outcome? So maybe not something specific you learned over the 8 weeks, but what the outcome is now. Like, how do you feel now in your firm versus where you felt 2 months ago?
I would say that really how to structure my offering and value with the potential contact and if there's a right fit. Right now, I would say really how to structure that. And historically, I thought if I could just take on all the clients, that was a win. And I would say maybe the closing rate might be down a little bit, but the success rate of the relationship is up drastically of who I'm onboarding and who are new contacts for me.
Awesome. I love that. And how do you feel like looking back, you know, and I know you said you were comparing us to other places. Like looking back, how do you see what you learned from us very unique and that stood out for you?
Yes, I think it was, and really looking at even a lost opportunity as being a win because maybe that wasn't the right fit, and it really introduced my mindset to a different type of process, I guess. And like I said, I have no sales background, no sales experience, didn't learn that in college. And some sales are focused on just more is better.
Yep.
Quality is better, I guess, especially as we try to specialize and focus on certain areas.
Yep. And you learned that with us, we focused on value versus volume, right?
Correct.
More we focused on that. Yeah, love it. Um, I'd love it if you could share, Frank, what words of wisdom would you have for another firm owner that might be like in your boat? They've had their firm a couple years. They might be really serious about wanting to take their firm to the next level, but they don't really know what they're missing, where they think they might need leads and more marketing or lead generation, all that. But then you realize, like, well, actually, I don't want more volume. I need to focus on the value and how to qualify those clients. What words of wisdom would you share with another firm owner that might be in your same shoes, where you were just a couple months ago, where they don't have a ton of problems, but it's like you don't know what you don't know is missing. And now your success rate with your clients is so much greater.
I guess the simple answer is just do it. But really learning how to refine our business, treat it more as a business rather than just a job. And the more we work, the more we'll make and the better we'll be, as opposed to having a business and really fitting into a business and a lifestyle, being able to do along with how I can better serve a possibly a smaller group of clients, but better with quality versus volume.
Yes, love it. Is there anything else, Frank, that you'd love to share with another firm owner that might be considering enrolling with us here at the Abundant Accountant that maybe you wish you would have heard in one of these videos a couple months ago? Is there anything else that you would love to share, or and maybe I didn't ask you about, but you feel compelled to share?
I think if you're really just ready to now start designing your firm the way you want it versus the way clients tell us we're going to work, take the step, move forward, and go for it. I think that's really the biggest thing is we try to be people pleasers and work with clients under their terms, their rules, and this is really my business, my vision, and where I want to go, and how many people I can help along the way, being clients. I can choose that and drive that.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Frank, for taking the time out to share with other firm owners and myself. We really appreciate it and can't wait to see what's in store for you working on your less volume and more value you're going to deliver.
Thank you.